scrimmage.
Wow.
You forgive me. Alright. Alright, welcome to everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. This is another episode of Mixing Up a Manna. And today, we were up in Kennett Square and we got some fresh picked shiitake. And we are just going to go ahead and make a nice stir fry with these. What we have is some leeks, organic. We also have some organic vegetables that are cleaned, rinsed, and prepared for stir frying. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get prepared on our leeks. We're just gonna go up to where it starts to get dark brown, and we're gonna cut that right off. You can save these to eat later, or you can just throw them to a compost pile if you don't want to eat them. Alright, now we're just going to cut right on the root. Get those roots off. Alright, now we're just going to cut right down the middle.
The worst knife you could be using right now.
It's working good.
That looks so appealing.
They cutting this leek up.
Cutting it in.
Alright, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to remove this outer tough skin. 2 layers of this tough skin that's not cutting. Go ahead and do that on all of them. If it's tender, you don't have to. Sometimes you won't have to remove all the outer layer if it's tender. Alright, so we got that. You want to cut them thin, unless you like a bold onion taste, then you can get them a little bit thicker. Alright, now we're just taking all of our leeks. And we have a nice bowl of cold water. Just gonna put all our leeks in this cold water. And we're gonna separate them. Make sure just to rinse it all. Just get all the pieces separated so you don't have any big chunks. Alright, we're just going to set this off to the side. And we have our shiitake mushroom.
I'm playing.
We're going to take a few specimens that we're going to get ready for some sauteing. You just use it to clean them off. Yeah, so I'm just using my mushroom brush to brush off my mushrooms. Because you don't really need to wash your mushrooms, they'll get a little slimy. And you don't want to be running your mushrooms underwater. Mushrooms are pretty much organic. I mean, like in the United States, we have to get certified for organic. I mean, and we live in a bureaucracy on our planet right now. But mushrooms, you don't need to spray anything on them. You don't need to put chemicals in them for nutrients or anything like that. Mushrooms are the closest organic food you can get, like always, without having to worry about it. Like, you see some mushrooms, you're pretty much safe with them. So we got our shiitake here. All right. Well, so we got our shiitakes brushed off, and we're gonna go ahead and start just chopping them up nice and finely for our stir fry. Well, not too fine. We're just gonna go ahead and get some nice strips. However you would like them. If you like them thick, go ahead and chop them thick. If you like them thin, go ahead and chop them thin. Whoop-de-whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, Alright, so we have our sliced up mushrooms here. And we're just going to get a little bit of this red palm fruit oil, which I love to use for cooking. I just ran out of hemp oil, or else that's what you'd be seeing here. So we have this red palm fruit oil. It gives everything a nice, beautiful orange color. And it also adds a little bit of beta carotene. So this evening, we're using a little bit of this Blue Dragon. It has no artificial ingredients. It's suitable for vegetarians and vegans. There's a small ingredient list, and the only thing I'm uncomfortable with in there is pretty much soy. So, I mean, if you're gonna be eating Asian, there's soy, so I mean, like, hook it up with that little bit of that Szechuan. So, we're just gonna throw a nice tablespoon of red palm fruit oil in there. We're gonna get it nice and hot. Alright, so we have our heat. We're going to turn it down a little bit. We got our pan hot. The red palm fruit oil is all nice and melted in there. So we're going to go ahead and add our vegetables first, our broccoli and carrots. Our broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. Add that in there. Then we're just going to take our mushrooms. We're going to add those in there as well. All that fresh shiitake from Kennett Square. Put that in there. We got a little bit of salt and pepper, sea salt pepper. Most of it fell out on there. And then we have our Szechuan, Blue Dragon Szechuan stir-fry sauce. Alright. Make sure whenever you're using these pans with the non-stick coating that you only use plastic or wooden utensils to cook with, because if you use any metal you're scraping off that plastic coating, and then once you start to see the metal, that means that you've been eating that black stuff in your food. Really not good for you. Alright, so we're just going to turn our temperature down a little bit. Can't waste not, want not. That smells good. It smells really good. It has like I don't even know how to describe that. What we got going on? It's making my mouth water. It's almost like a very spicy barbecue, but not sweet flavor smelling.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've thrown in our leeks and we covered this and we let it just simmer pretty low for about 15 minutes, just shaking it and stirring it around every now and then. And look at that. Just about ready there. We have ourselves a nice stir fry, and we just got ourselves some Szechuan stir fry.